So the only game on Sunday this weekend was at Bramall Lane, and it was Sheffield United at home to Manchester United. Moore was in for Henderson. He couldn't play against his parent club. So change in goal then for the Blades. And Jagielka was in for the injured Egan. For United, Solskjaer picked a third defender. Phil Jones getting his first Premier League start of the season. So there was three at the back, and the two full-backs into midfield with Pereira and Fred. No McTominay, got an ankle knock. So, early action, and was an early strike from Lundstrom that was an early warning for United, has to be said. And they didn't heed it, because on 18 minutes, a lovely run by Mousset down the right flank. He managed to get the better of Jones, who looked really a yard off the pace. Got to the byline, put the ball into the centre. A Lundstrom effort was met by De Gea. He got a boot to it, but it landed at Fleck, and his follow-up was a bit messy, but it trickled into the net, and the Braves were 1-up. Shortly after that, McGoldrick straight at De Gea. He should have done better. That was on 23 minutes. We reached the break with Sheffield United 1-up. Into the second half, the first real effort for United from Rashford on 47 went well over from 25 yards, and then on 51 minutes, Pereira got caught in possession inside Sheffield's half. They broke very quickly, and this time it was Fleck who put Mousset through, and he ran towards the penalty box and hit a venomous strike to De Gea's left-hand corner from 25 yards, and the Blades were now 2-up. A despondent United, but things started to change on 71 minutes. Some nice work from James on the right flank. He got his cross in. It was cleared, but it went straight to Brandon Williams on the just inside the left side of the penalty box, and he hit a glorious shot on his right foot on the half volley, and it whistled into the corner, and United were back in it, 2-1. 5 minutes later, the Greenwood, who'd come on as sub, as had Jesse Lingard, he managed to pounce in the 6-yard box from a delightful cross by Rashford, and amazingly, the game was now level at 2-2. And things got even better for the Red Devils. 3 minutes later, possibly the best move of the match, an absolutely tremendous through pass by James to Martial, who, running towards the byline, pushed it back into the penalty spot area, and Rashford, as ever, dangerous as ever, converted with a great shot. A great move, great pass and great finish, and United had turned it round. We're now 3-2 up, but the Blades didn't give up, and a minute from time, McBurney managed to convert in the box after a scruffy sort of cross. There was a VAR check for possible handball, but they basically decided it was a valid goal, and so we got to the final whistle. Final score then of a great match: Sheffield United 3, Manchester United 3. Final match then of week 13, and this was at Villa Park, a Monday night match. Aston Villa at home to Newcastle. Villa desperate for a win, really. Grealish was back, though, their influential midfielder. And for Newcastle, Joe Linton, 3 months almost without a goal. But they did have Shah back in midfield. Early action, 11 minutes and a target cross from the left, but no one on the end of it for Villa. Then 28 minutes, Luis had a snapshot, and it was just tipped over by Dubravka. But 3 minutes later, Villa, who had been in charge really, dominating proceedings, they took the lead when a clever little free kick on the left side of the box, a little tap and a second tap, and Houlihan clips it in the near post. Really, Dubrovka was sleeping a bit, and that was 1-0 to Villa. 4 minutes later, and they doubled their lead. Again, Houlihan on the free kick, and it was a delightful one from the left, and El Ghazi was in the 6-yard box, and he got a touch, and it went in, and it's 2-0. Best chance for Newcastle on 42 minutes, Heaton, but he's saved from a good header. Well, so 2-0 at the break, a minute into the second half, and Saint-Maximin, who was looking Newcastle's best player, had a good effort that was just clipped wide by a Heaton hand. And they brought on Carroll as the sub. 69 minutes, he had a chance, half chance really, and he hit the ball on the volley, but it went straight at the keeper, Heaton. And 76 minutes, Dubrovka managed to block another close-range effort from the Villa attack. It was a comfortable win, all in all, really, for Aston Villa. So final score at Villa Park was Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. So that's week 13 out the way then. It's been a good weekend. Glad the football's back. Let's have a quick look at the tables. Well, verbally, Liverpool still on top then, 12 wins and a draw, 37 points. Leicester City on 29 now, out there on their own. Man City are back in third now with 28. Chelsea have dropped to fourth following their defeat at the Etihad. Into fifth place is Wolves with 19. They've now won 4 and drawn 7 of their 13. Sheffield United maintain their strong position in 6 on 18, and Burnley are now in the mix on 18 in 7th. Arsenal same points on 8th, and Man U have slipped to 9th on 17 alongside Spurs on 17. At the bottom, well, Watford didn't take long before arriving back at the basement. They're at bottom now at 8 points. Southampton next to bottom with 9. Norwich's win has lifted them to third bottom with 10. And on 13 points, just above Norwich, are West Ham, with Everton just above them. Those two managers are definitely under pressure, Marco Silva and Manuel Pellegrini. Okay, so what about the goals of the week? Well, Moutinho's tremendous free kick for Wolves has got to be up there. And I also particularly liked the goal by Rashford, of course, a nice a team move, and Jamie Vardy's goal for Leicester. But I'm actually going to go with Moutinho. That's my goal of the week. Wolves' first goal in their win at Bournemouth. So that's your lot.